Please review My Dream Archive for the first time we talked about free will.
It's not really that interesting.
No. I've not been interested in most anything, really. It's hard.
I guess that's a personal problem, isn't it?
It is a personal problem. I mean, being interested in things, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
So I just try to sit still and move my big toe up.
Or your pelvis? I thought you were going to say pelvis.
Or yeah, sometimes I move my pelvis.
I'm not interested in anything, so I just move my pelvis.
Sometimes moving our bodies is just not worth it.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to go more for if you're moving, like you can move your body as like
were you going to
a
think
way to help yourself be okay. But yeah, that's pretty extreme to like
did
not
you think
want to move your body.
You didn't think you thought I was? I thought you thought I was going to say move your body, move your body.
No,
but that's not even a song. I don't think. Because then I was thinking,
just jump, shake your booty.
Was that a request? Because I can.
Okay.
Hang on. 1 sec. But I'm kind of committed to not moving, but I do want make the request again. What was it?
Everybody dance now?
Everybody dance now, but it's just me.
And then jump, shake your booty.
Okay. Everybody dance now. Whoa. Well, that was kind of worth it. I'm glad you motivated me to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You have the power to make these decisions on your own. You don't need me to help you all the time.
What? So how do you do that? How do you make your own decisions?
Or I don't know. Honestly, the topic is like a little extreme.
Yeah, let's settle down. Let's do something. Let's not think much about anything again.
Yeah.
That felt better. It feels better to just, once things get complicated, go back into your safe space, which is everybody dance now.
Now I thought you were going to say not movie.
Well, you motivated me and inspired me. And I think that you can, when everybody dance now and you do a little dance, that actually helps you escape more. It makes you feel less overwhelmed when you do the little dance. Because like I was not doing anything and not moving, because if I do anything, it's overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? It gets overwhelming. You make a decision and then you look back and you say, why did I do that? So you just sit there. But with dancing and moving around, you like the act in and of itself is like hey, screw you, I'm just going to kind of do this thing.
Understandable.
And it makes you feel free.
It is important to move yourself into feeling a certain way. Like I think if you don't feel like moving and you choose not to move.
I choose not to move right now, but hold on. I'll let you keep talking and then I might be motivated to move again because I went back into my safe space.
Dun, dun,
I used to have
everybody dance now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no. I feel like I could keep going.
Do you think that if you make the choice to not move or if you make the choice to dance, do you have the free will to make that choice? Like, is that really a thing?
So you're asking me if when I just danced, if I really made that choice out of free will? Could you, so define short in a brief, because don't overwhelm me with a huge concept of free will. I just want to hear, when you say free will, what do you mean by free will?
I think to me, it's about the consciousness having of full control.
You're making me want to dance already, talking like that. Hold on. Do the song again.
Everybody dance now. My brother used to say, everybody pants down.
Oh, what? Everybody pants down? Was he that bully in like the locker room that went around pantsing everybody? Was pantsing a verb in your middle school? Because it was in mine.
It was.
Yeah.
But I don't think my brother...
He didn't do the pantsing?
No.
That's good.
I think he was trying to motivate people.
Okay. So you think your brother had free will when he was motivating people by saying, everybody pants down?
Well, if he has free will, then we all have free will, but I don't know.
That's true.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, here's the thing. There's multiple levels, right, of what free will can mean. And to me, free will, ding dong. Who's there? Hey, who's there? Anybody there? Nope.
Hey.
All right. I thought maybe that your singing and my dancing was bringing the neighbors over.
I'm sure it is. I can hear the bass.
Yeah. But yeah, I really do like, because I got so interested in like evolution and the fact that me living was the culmination, me being alive is the culmination of like all of these things. Oh, hang on. Hold on. All right.
Do you want to play soccer?
Yeah. I think that's literally, I started talking seriously and then people were dinging the doorbell. I think that means we need to be dancing more. It's like, hey, why are you talking about free will and stuff? You could be dancing. Anyway, you got something on your mind?
Well, that is one of the topics of discussion within free will, is that you didn't choose to hear the sound of the bell. So you had no choice in whether or not you heard it. And some lines of thinking extrapolate from there to go on about what other thoughts, in the same way that you don't control what happens to your eardrum, how that translates to your brain and interpreted as sound, that going down to all the little thoughts and choices, that you don't have choice over those.
Right. Well, that's the thing is, okay, so there are so many levels to the game, right? And the big two concepts are environment, and so it's like the environment and then biology, or environment and the nature of your brain and how the synapses fire and why they fire that way. What did your mother eat when she was pregnant that resulted in all these, you know what I mean? Like, and did she smoke, and did she do, and what was the environment like for the first 3-4 years when you were born? And then there's the next phase. So like, there are all these factors that come into play of why you are the person that you are, why you're interested in the things that you are interested in. And, all of those, if you factor in all of those things, it really does feel like you're on a roller coaster ride of life. And there's a track there, and it feels like you're free, which is nice. And you're kind of exploring what it's like to be on the path that it wasn't necessarily made for you. It's almost like the track's being put under your feet as you're running. But each time the next brick is laid in front of you, or whatever you want to put your feet on while you're dancing or running, is like adapting with you, but your adaptations and your choices are predetermined because of your environment and because of your biology. Like, in a way, like there's no choice but for me to like certain foods based on my evolution of my species by itself. Like, I like ice cream, and most people love ice cream because it's got sugary goodness in it. And that was a rare commodity for so many thousands of years that it's like, when you find this, you eat it up. And that's right. It's like kind of a universal thing in a way.
Yeah. I like the idea that you're saying that everything from the past and everything that's in motion is influencing moment by moment by moment. But I'm wondering, in this moment and this moment, are there multiple avenues? So I get all of the backlog, all of the stuff that's present in the moment to control the next, or to fuel it, or to inform it, determine it. But then if I'm at a crossroads and I'm choosing to say yes or no, are both of those really available to me in that moment? Or is it, I don't know, how determined is it?
Every word that I say, I really truly feel like I'm making a choice in words. Like my brain is functioning, I'm searching for words, but the words that I'm landing on are the result of the tea that I just ate, my education growing up. Like there's so much that's involved that it's inescapable to me. It's like to just, you land on, okay, well, this is a ride. And there are tracks here. Nobody can tell me there's no God to say, I made you this track and now you're going to go on it. Have a fun time. It's like, it's happening organically, but each moment is determined by what came before. Psychologically speaking, it's like hard to accept. Like, I want to feel like I'm making choices. And to me, it does feel comforting in a way to know I'm living a life that I'm not necessarily choosing, but I'm going to do my best. And it almost motivates me to push even more. Not that I have a choice till I get to do it. Like, if I'm going by my own, beliefs or, but it's like, it gets me more excited. And then it also helps me forgive myself too. It's just like, oh, I messed up. And that makes sense that I messed up.
At one point you said, eat your tea. And I was going to ask you how your free will made your brain tell your mouth to say eat instead of drink.
Probably because I didn't sleep enough. And that's a great question. And there's an answer to it. And that's the thing too, is like our human brains are not like great with complexity. It's like we just want to dance around. Like that's what we're good at. We're good at goofing off, dancing around, connecting with each other, like telling our little stories. Like we're great at telling stories that are like about an individual or a few individuals, like trying to wrap our head around the reason why I said eat my tea. It's like, that's a lot. That's baggage right there. There's a lot going on there.
Baggage.
That I'd rather just dance.
But it's so funny if you think about the flow of everything you were saying, and your brain was connecting all of these dots, and there were so many layers to what you were thinking, what you were processing, and it came out very smoothly, and it didn't throw you off, and it was like it's so interesting to me.
Usually I catch myself. I'll usually catch myself when I mess up, something like that. And it actually I appreciate you pointing that out, because this happens sometimes where I'm watching someone talk and it's something about something really important and they totally mess it up. They totally mess up and they don't correct themselves. And I'm like, what are you doing? You realize what you just said? That's what I just did. And so I'm a more compassionate now for those people in those moments where maybe they're flowing and they're thinking the words and then they're saying something maybe a little different. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so, because I mean, how many times has in conversation, I was meaning to say one person's name, but I said another, but choosing that name makes a huge difference in what I'm saying. And I don't hear myself do it. The other person's super confused. So then you have to catch that the other person is confused and then try to recover from it and figure out where you went wrong because you just didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And obviously saying eat your tea instead of drink your tea is inconsequential and it doesn't matter. But like you're saying, there are times where it does matter and you can literally say the opposite of what you mean and your brain keeps going.
Yeah.
Is that? I don't know.
Well, and I mean, that's a good question. There is answers. That's the thing. Like, I think there's so many moments like that where, and this brings up the kind of God of the gaps theory. I don't know if you've heard of God of the gaps as a thing. But
I think I have, but remind me.
so it's basically like as time goes by and we discover more and more about the world, the space for God becomes smaller and smaller, but there's always that gap of knowledge. So we say, well, but what about this thing?
So basically you're saying that anytime you have a uncertainty about something, just say that God did it and then you're good.
I think that.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the space that's left for God.
Right. So it's almost like a gift to God to give him all of the gaps.
God, we've got a gift for you. Ding dong. Oh, that's who was at the door.
Jesus?
I think it was Jesus. I heard him whisper.
What did he say to you?
He said, say E.T. later. Trust me. Just trust me. And inside, I processed it, but
Actually, you saying E.T. was a sin. And it's that accumulation of sin, all the small ones and the big ones, that put him on the cross. That he had to die for your sins so that you do not go to hell.
Oh my God. That's rough. I'm going to go dance now because that's what you've taught me.